Hi loves, it's Melinda here. I wanted to do a first impressions video on the Burberry Velvet Foundation. Now I don't have the actual bottle with me today. It's only because I didn't want to go ahead and spend $80 on a foundation I feel like wouldn't work for me, and I don't know what it's like yet, so I went and got a sample of it. And I was working for Burberry the other day in David Jones, and I was able to grab myself a little sample size pot thingy and put the foundation in there, so I'm gonna see what it's like on my skin now. I do have oily combination acne prone skin, and I always wear a primer because I feel like the primer really helps to keep the foundation lasting a lot longer than usual on my skin, and it helps with oil as well. The primer that I use on my skin all the time is the Lancome Le Base Pro. This is the oil-free primer, and it's great for all skin types, but particularly great for oily skin type girls because it really mattifies the skin and it feels so velvety, not oily at all. And I'll just quickly mention the PMD. This is what I use to get my skin to look the way it is now. It's quite smooth. You can see that it's glowing. It's absolutely flawless looking without the scarring though. Like, I do have some new scarring there and there. It's because I've been breaking out from the change in weather in Australia. So this is what I use. I do have a video on how to use this and like a coupon code to get 25% off as well. This machine deeply exfoliates the skin. It goes right in there and takes off the first layer of the skin to get rid of dead skin cells. It prevents wrinkles, and it prevents acne as well because it minimizes your pores. It has minimized my pores, especially around this area of my face, but not my nose. It's very hard to use that machine on my nose because it doesn't seem to want to go there. So what I'm using to minimize the pores on my nose at the moment, because I do have blackheads and I pop them, and when you pop them it enlarges the pores, I use my Lancome Visionaire Serum. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but I've been using this lately because it is for pores, it's for wrinkles, it's for uneven skin tone, and it goes for about $88, something like that. And it does really help. Like, I use it at night just before I go to sleep, before my moisturizer, and the next morning I always wake up and I realize my pores look a lot more smaller, which is amazing. Let's get on with the foundation. I'm just putting the primer on my face now. I'm just going to clip my hair up because it's in the way and I don't want you guys to get annoyed. So with this foundation, I'm going to apply it with my Sigma F82 Kabuki round top. It just looks like this. I've just popped a little bit of the foundation on my hand, and you can tell that it's running down, but not as fast, so it's not super runny, which is easy to work with and not fast drying, I guess. If you hear a funny noise, it's just my camera trying to focus. My boyfriend got me a new camera. It's a Nikon D5200. It's awesome. And I'm also using my softbox in the background, so that's why the quality is a lot more nicer as well. This is in the shade 207, and I find that it's a perfect shade for me. It's not as dark as my MAC NC40, which is too dark. The NC40 is too dark and too yellow for my liking. This is very, very close to NC40 in Studio Fix. So this is just one very light layer of the foundation on my skin, and it has evened out my skin tone. It's covered up the scarring a little as well. Maybe if I put a second layer it will cover it up, but I'm not too sure yet. So far it's looking very, very nice. It's sitting so nice on my skin and it's the perfect shade. I do really love it. My neck's a little bit lighter than the rest of my body, but my arm's tanned, so it works. I'll apply this to the rest of my face. I like to say the foundation smells very pleasant. It's not too highly fragranted, so I'm really liking the fact that it's not too highly fragranted. I hate strong smelling foundations and skin moisturizers as well. So far, I really like the consistency of the liquid foundation. It's not heavy, it's not too runny, it's sitting nicely on my skin. It doesn't feel like anything at all. It just feels like I'm putting like some kind of serum on my face. I wouldn't say moisturizer because it's much thicker than serum. Serum is so light, like you hardly feel anything at all on the skin. It's fantastic. I'm really impressed with it so far, like just by putting it on my skin right now. Foundations aren't normally meant to hide everything on your skin anyway. It's just meant to sort of even out your skin tone. If you really want to cover a certain area of your face, then you really need concealer. I'm just going to keep it to one layer because I feel like I don't need a heavy amount. My skin is nice and smooth and flawless looking already, so I don't need to cake up my face. What I like to do next is apply concealer on, so I'm just going to do that and powder my face. And for concealer and powder, I do use the Mayron powder. This is a translucent powder by Mayron, which you can find from camerareadycosmetics.com. And for concealer, I use my MAC Pro Longwear NC35 concealer, which covers up my redness around the nose and the scarring as well. I love it so much. So concealer and then powder. But yeah, we'll see how it goes on my skin. It is approximately 1 o'clock right now, so we'll see how things go. We'll see how my face is within 5 hours, then 8 hours. I'm just looking at my skin now and I'm like, I might not even need powder because it is a semi-matte finish. It already gives me a nice, flawless looking finish. I need a mirror in front of me because I don't have one. I'm looking at my camera. Yeah, I feel like I don't need a powder at all because it's a nice finish. It's not sticky, it's dried to a complete powder finish, but it's not full powder that it looks too mattified, if you know what I mean. So I'm not going to powder, I'm just going to pop some concealer on top and just powder the area that I concealed. So it's just probably going to be around my nose because I tend to get the oiliest around there, and then just there where my acne scarring is, and that's it. That's just where I'm just going to powder just to see how it is like without powder on, I guess.
Are you ready?
6 hours now, so I can show you what my skin looks like. Wait, 6 or 5? 5 hours, sorry. So that's what it looks like so far. 6:05. So that means it's been 5 hours exactly, and so far the foundation still looks nice. It's not full matte foundation, so it's semi-matte, and I can see that I've got a bit of a glow going around here on my face, but it's not oil or illuminator. I didn't use an illuminator, so yeah, nothing on my fingers there. It's not oil, it's just my natural highlight. I really do like the foundation though. It doesn't look oily to me. It looks really nice and glowy. So we'll see how it holds up in about another 3 hours to see if it lasts 8 hours in total. Hi guys, it is approximately 9:55 right now. So I say I've been wearing this foundation for about 9 hours. I'm sorry I have to whisper, my boyfriend's sleeping. I'll come up a little closer. You can see that forehead is a little shiny. It's a little shiny there, here, but the foundation still looks nice. I mean, like, you can blot it with a bit of tissue, which is what I'll do now. Then you can put a little bit of powder on top. I'm just using translucent powder. Gets rid of some of the oils. I still think the foundation looks nice for 10-hour wear. My skin still looks nice under the light. Overall, I really do like the staying power of this foundation. If you want to try it for yourself, go and grab a sample of it because I do really like it. I might even go ahead and buy the full bottle because I like it so much. I will see you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed my first impressions video. See ya!